Have you ever wondered who was the richest person to ever walk this earth? Not Jeff Bezos, not Elon Musk, but someone who lived over 700 years ago. His name was Mansa Musa, the emperor of the Mali Empire in West Africa. What makes his story so incredible is not just the amount of wealth he had, it's what he did with it and how the world reacted. Today, we are going to uncover the untold story of Mansa Musa, how he became the richest man in history, what his wealth meant for the world, and why he still inspires awe even today. Mansa Musa was the 10th emperor of the Mali Empire, which was one of the richest and most powerful empires in the world between the 13th and 14th centuries. He came to the throne in 1312, and under his leadership, Mali became a hub of trade, culture, and Islamic learning. The empire stretched across present day Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Guyana, Niger, and parts of other countries. But what made him so special wasn't just the land he ruled, it was the natural resources, especially gold and salt, that Mali controlled. At that time, gold was as valuable as money is today. So, how rich was Mansa Musa? Some historians estimate that he controlled more than $400 billion worth of gold, adjusted for today's economy. That's more than the combined wealth of today's billionaires. He didn't just have gold, he had access to entire trade networks. Traders from North Africa, Europe, and the Middle East came to Mali to buy gold, ivory, and other rare goods. His wealth wasn't hidden or locked away. It flowed through markets, mosques, schools, and cities, helping Mali flourish. In 1324, Mansa Musa set out on a pilgrimage to Mecca, known as the Hajj. But this wasn't any ordinary journey. He traveled within tens of thousands of people, soldiers, servants, scholars, and slaves. He had hundreds of camels carrying tons of gold. As he moved through Egypt and the Middle East, he distributed gold so freely that entire cities saw their economics collapse temporarily. For example, in Cairo, gold became so abundant that its value dropped, causing inflation that lasted for years. Mansa Musa's generosity wasn't just for show, it spread prosperity but also demonstrated the empire's power and influence to the world. Mansa Musa wasn't just about spending wealth, he used it to build something bigger. He invested in education, culture, and religion. He made Timbuktu a center of learning, where scholars from all over the Islamic world came to study philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, and law. He built grand mosques, including the famous Dijingueber Mosque in Timbuktu, and helped spread Islamic architecture and culture across West Africa. His legacy wasn't about material wealth alone, it was about knowledge, peace, and diplomacy. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage and wealth didn't go unnoticed. European map makers updated their world maps to include Mali and highlight it as a land of gold. Scholars wrote about him, and explorers became curious about Africa's riches. His influence stretched far beyond his empire. Some even say that his journey helped spark Europe's interest in exploring Africa and finding new trade routes, which eventually shaped the world history. So, why does Mansa Musa's story matter today? He teaches us that wealth is not just about personal luxury, it's about how you use it to educate, support communities, and build sustainable power. His empire stands as a reminder of Africa's richest past, often ignored or misinterpreted in history books. Mansa Musa's story inspires us to reimagine leadership, generosity, and global connection, proving that greatness doesn't come from money alone, but from how you use it. Mansa Musa's wealth was legendary, but his legacy goes beyond gold. He was a visionary ruler who used his riches to empower people and shape cultures. Next time you think about billionaires, remember that history's richest man wasn't just about having more, he was about sharing more, learning more, and lifting others up. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Mansa Musa's life, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for amazing stories from history.